Hi, Randy. This is Jim Gillis with the National Student Mock Election and WinMyVote.com. And thanks for getting back to me. Sorry I don't have my camera on right now, but I'm not in the office and I wanted to get this video to you as soon as possible. So I'll take you through a little bit of an introduction to how the platform works, how the mock election will function this time around, and then talk with you a little bit about how the American Federation of Teachers can play a role in there. And it can be a very significant role, but again, I can kind of talk with you about that live, and then I'll also mention it as I'm on the slide that's coming up. So the way it works is that teachers just sign up. There's a short sign up form. They'll get a code, and they'll send that code to their students so that their students can log in with their own laptops or Chromebooks or iPhones or desktop computers or any internet-enabled device. They can do that real quickly, and they'll come up and they'll have their ballot like this. Teachers can add races up and down the ballot, so they can customize their ballot, including the questions. And then the students will have the ability to interact and look at the candidate profiles and make comments, and they can watch videos of the debates, and they can scroll down and see the previous debates. And then they'll also be able to click straight through and review the candidate profiles. So these candidate profiles, I'll be working with the campaigns to build them, and I'm hoping that they will, take over the profile and update it and keep it active and make it very specific to this mock election. But again, if they don't, it won't be that big of an issue because I've already built many of these profiles. Um, but they function just like any other social media profile, just like their Facebook page or their Twitter account or their LinkedIn account or whatever it may be. So as the students can scroll through and see the different candidates, they can watch videos of the candidates. They'll be able to reference what party they're in. They'll be able to do a quick bio so they can get some basic information about the candidate. And then they can also scroll down here and kind of read the About Me section. And again, this will all come from the campaigns themselves and on their web pages and on their social media accounts. So they'll be able to scroll through here, and then they can go back up, and then they can get more specific on the issues. And again, they can scroll down here and read, where this candidate stands on all of the issues. They can click here and see endorsements. And this is one of the things that I wanted to talk with you about, is that we, on the site Win My Vote, which I'll show you that right now. On the site Win My Vote, which again, it functions very much like the voter information booklet that you get. It's just we put that online, mobile, and social. Um, so the way it works is that as a voter, I'm going to get my ballot. I'm going to be able to see all the candidates and all the races. I'm going to click on trusted sources, and trusted sources are groups and organizations and individuals that I trust. So it functions very much like Facebook groups or following somebody on Twitter. But since it's all on a ballot, when somebody says, "Hey, I really like this candidate," they'll be telling me right on my practice ballot so that I can then just favorite that candidate right away, and then I'm done. I don't have to go to their web page or try to remember come election day. So the way it works is that you add these trusted sources, and let's say I like Sarah Silverman. I want to see what she has to say about it, and I can add the American Federation of Teachers, and I can see who they're endorsing, and I can see who they're favoriting on every ballot in the country. I can also type in here, let's say if I really like this group, Moms Demand Action. So I type them in and search for them, and that's great. They're here. And again, I can just follow them. I can also just click straight through and I can see their group page, which is essentially their interactive voter guide. So I can see all the candidates that they are endorsing, and I can go through there and I can scroll down and I can see their stance on all of the propositions and all the measures. And again, the Moms Demand Action will get their own ballots, so they'll be able to get, they can endorse and favorite on any ballot in the country. But with that, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? While I'm here, I happen to agree with them on this one. I can click straight through, and then this candidate will be favorited on my ballot. It'll just update it automatically. And let's say I really like this group. I can just click here, which says vote like this group, and then my ballot will be updated, with all of these favorites. And again, that includes all of the propositions and all the measures, but obviously I'm not stuck like that at any given time. I can just switch, my vote anytime. Because again, it's just a practice ballot. I can favorite, I can endorse, I can change my mind, I can, do whatever I want. There's lots of flexibility on the platform. But I'm going to click on there so I can see them on my ballot. I'm going to search for my friend, and she's there as well. And again, this functions just like following somebody on Facebook, or following somebody on Twitter, or I guess following their group on Facebook. So here I'm going to click on my ballot again. And now when I go to my endorsements, you'll see these are all the groups and organizations and individuals that I've selected as trusted sources. So now I can just see, my groups, right? And I can click here. The nice thing about this is Sarah can make one endorsement. She can, be in her living room, do a quick little video, upload it to YouTube, and then that's it. And then she can then just link that, on her profile. So when I'm up here looking at all the candidates, it's all right there. So I say, great. And then I see what you guys have to say. And you guys are, endorsing this candidate as well. And I can say, great on that. So I go back to my ballot and, I look at all the different candidates. And again, you can click through and all of them have the same profiles. And I'm going to say, I'm going to favorite Elizabeth Warren here. And I've done lots of research. I know all the candidates. I've seen the endorsements, and now I'm feeling pretty good about my qualified vote here. And then on the questions, the way the questions function are similar. You can click on that. You can read about the question. We're going to do videos sort of outlining the issue of the question, and then we'll have arguments supporting this question and arguments that are opposing this question. And again, it will be stated in sort of a yes or no type of a format. These right now are through a website called procon.org. It's a great organization. They have lots and lots of research. They vet everything really well. And then they post leading arguments for and against, popular questions like this. So we'll most likely use them. We'll use a lot of their content. And again, these are some of the things that we're working out leading up to, or working out over the next couple of months about whether we'll have trusted sources on the questions or should we just keep it to this. But the way it works is you just click on it here, and then this will be a leading argument. One of the leading arguments, pro-immigration, probably a progressive stance, and then one that's maybe on the conservative side, of immigration. Then the student will pick what they want to do, so they're going to vote yes on this one. And then when they go back to their ballot, you'll see it'll be yes here, and if they want, they can even kind of see how they're doing with the percentage here, like that. So we will be posting these on the site on the night of the mock election. So you'll see all of the all the questions and how they're doing. And then we'll also have electoral map here. So as the night goes on, the states will start becoming populated, and then we'll end up with a winner. One of the one of the organizations that we're partnering with is the Youth Leadership Initiative out of University of Virginia. Which is great. They've had their own mock election for years. We've had our own, and now we're coming together. So the reach is going to be, widespread. This is another group, and then Discovery Education will have a half-an-hour show on the results. The way it works is this is one of their ones that they've done in the past, which was really fun. And they have student representatives from all 50 states, coming up and talking about the votes in their state, and then awarding the electoral votes to the winner. And they'll go through that, and at the end, these guys will have sort of a news show with updates, and as the numbers come in, they'll compile them and start doing the horse race calling. So that's it. And this is where usually I give you a live demo of the site. Probably should show it to you. So this is the site right here. We also have Win My Vote, which is for the general public, which I'd be happy to talk with you about as well. I think that this one is a site that you guys would be very happy with. as far as using to organize all of your supporters, right on their ballot. Um, so anyway, look forward to talking with you. I'm real flexible. Mornings are best for me, Pacific time. I'm here in Seattle. But I'll make myself available anytime. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.